Hey friend, welcome to Self-Transformed, a podcast redefining self-care through simple fitness, nutrition, and mindset habits. I'm your host, Emily Nichols, certified personal trainer, Whole30 coach, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I know the struggle is real when it comes to taking care of you. I too am a busy working mom who felt physically and emotionally drained until I took action on my own transformation journey. I finally found the solutions to feeling confident and living a healthy lifestyle that doesn't feel hard, and now I'm on a mission to equip you with sustainable tools to help transform your life from the inside out, guilt-free. Together, we will simplify your health and fitness into daily habits that don't feel like another thing on your long to-do list, but daily actions that light you up instead. So if you're ready to redefine self-care and step into your own self-transformation, then let's do this. You're listening to episode 145 of Self-Transformed. Hey friend, welcome back to the show. Happy April! I hope it is finally getting warm wherever you are. It's still gray and cloudy and cold here in the Midwest. I know if you're like me, you really could use some sunshine right now. So hopefully I can bring a little sunshine to you through the mic, through this podcast today. So bringing you the sunlight today. Find whatever brightens your day as well here, team. We're almost to spring. I can feel it. Come on, Midwest, get it together. All right, team. So today I'm going to share with you a workshop we did last month in the Self-Transformed community, all on finding balance. Is it like really something you can attain? Like, how do you do this? Or is it just something you feel? Every month I host a free mini workshop in the Self-Transformed community, and what I coach on is voted on by the members there in the group. So we do 15 minutes or less, super quick, because I know your time is pretty precious. You can go join the Facebook community, check out the guide section for all of the previous workshops. I'm going to let you listen in on that today. And in the guide section there, you'll also notice that there are a bunch of worksheets on there that I've created for you to help you take action in regards to creating sustainable, healthy self-care habits in your life. So I hope you are enjoying our new fitness series. Last week we talked with Jessica Gershman of the Zen Mommy all about yoga. Next week we're going to be talking a little bit about Peloton. I can't wait to talk to you about that and hopefully inspire you to move your body in whatever joyful way that feels to you. So, but in between the fitness series, it's a 4-part series. We're kind of spreading it out with the guests we have coming on the show. I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look at a workshop and remind you of a even bigger workshop we're hosting in the Self-Transformed community this month. So every quarter I host one of my bigger workshops. It's free, called Habit Breakthrough Boot Camp. It is back Tuesday through Thursday, April 12th, 13th, and 14th in the Facebook community. You can join us at bit.ly/self-transformed-fam. You can also just click on the link in the show notes. But I'll be going live the 12th through the 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern each day, coaching on how you can start taking action in creating a sustainable health plan for yourself. So day 1, I'll just be talking about my simple habit method to help you take action, because you all know I love some habit strategy. Day 2, we're talking about your hierarchy of needs and just why we aren't even taking care of our basic needs. And day 3, we'll just talk about why we are so resistant to change and the most powerful way to help you get unstuck no matter what season of life you're in. And gang, I'm super excited for Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp because I always do a giveaway during it. I always give away a spot for my signature program, Self-Transform You, which is the next round in April, starts April 18th. But this time I'm doing 3 winners because I am celebrating 100,000 downloads of the Self-Transformed podcast. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for you all for listening. So make sure you join us during the live or the replay and comment. I'll be dropping some little hints and clues to get some bonus entries as well. But one person will win a free habit hacking call with me. One person will win either a spot in the Whole30 Anytime course or plant-based Whole30 Anytime course. And side note, congrats to everyone who just went through the plant-based Whole30 Anytime course with me last month. Super proud of you guys. I'm so excited about all of your non-scale victories and what you have learned going into your food freedom. Yay for you. And then lastly, someone will win a free entry into the next round of Self Transform You starting April 18th. So join the group. Link in the show notes. If you want a little bit more information or if you have questions for me, text me your favorite emoji. You can text me at 773-904-2157. I can't wait to see you at Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp. In the meantime, get a pen and paper in handy. Get ready to take some notes. You can listen into last month's mini workshop in the Facebook community, all on finding balance. I'll see you here later this week for Habit Hack Thursday. It's going to be a special one. See you then. Hey guys, I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. Your March is off to a great start. So we're 9 days in. So far, so good. I love the start of a new month, and I love March because I feel like spring is almost here. My oldest son, his birthday is the 11th. He'll be turning 14, which that's rude in itself. But I always feel like this is the time of year, like around his birthday, where I feel like the seasons shift and I feel like our moods are elevated at this time. So I hope you are feeling that as well, friends. Let's go ahead and get into this because I know you are busy and I want to make the most of your time. So let me share my screen here with you. Hopefully you can't see all the tabs I have open. All the tabs open on my laptop in real life. Comment below if you feel like that too. You can raise your hand with a little hand emoji there. So, well, welcome to our monthly mini workshop. In 15 minutes or less, I do monthly free coaching here in our group. And this is something that the topic is always voted on by you all here in the Self Transform community. And you voted on talking about balance. We talked about it a little bit on the Self Transform podcast a little earlier this week. I was talking about a book review, something else you all suggested and like to hear on the podcast. I just recently read Christy Wright's book, all on finding time or making time guilt-free as a busy working mom. And I titled this workshop as balance is not a 4-letter word because I feel like we see it as like wrong or something hard to do or something unattainable, or we just have the wrong impression of what balance looks like. So of course, we're going to be sharing some habit hacks to actually make balance work in your life and walk away, as always, with some type of action plan. So as always, the goals for today is to be brief. I'm going to help you take action. I'll have an action item list for you here at the end. Redefining self-care by finding balance today is our main objective. Now, make sure you stay to the end for a special it's just me, a special gift that I have included for Self Transform You. Our next round launches on March 21st. So just a couple weeks away. I'm so excited. If this is your first time attending one of our free monthly mini workshops, drop your name and hello below in the comments. I would love to go through these after we're done today and introduce myself to you and get to know you a little bit better too. But a little bit about me. I'm the host of the Self Transform podcast, certified personal trainer. You can find me sharing virtual workouts in my signature program, Self Transform You, or coaching live at Orange Theory here in Avon, Indiana. Also a Whole30 certified coach and plant-based Whole30 certified coach most recently, and behavior change specialist, which pretty much means I geek out on habits. So all of those titles put together just means that I help women create sustainable health. And we do that through habit strategy. Okay. And we have to have strategies behind what we do. And that's what we do here at the Self Transformed community. And most importantly, I am a wife. I am a boy mom to 2 boys, almost 14 and 10. Taco Tuesday enthusiast as well. You all know that about me. You know, I love tacos. I have taco taco alliterations that we do within our Self Transform You program just to make it more fun, right? And who doesn't not like tacos? So, okay, let's talk about balance. what is the definition of balance? Okay. So I found a couple of them when I was doing a little research for this workshop for you. So the first one said an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady, so you're not falling over. Or a condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. I love this second definition better because the first one says it's an even distribution of weight. Well, balance really isn't even most of the time, right? It's not a balanced equation where 2 + 2 = 4. You're able to divide everything up equally. It's more so about the correct proportions versus being completely even. So why do we see balance as like a naughty word or something just totally unattainable? Well, maybe it's because we're just looking at balance the wrong way. So there's a balance misconception going on. So you see this visual of this pie chart, right? And I love how it just went zip like that. I forgot it did that. It's all divided equally, right? So 20% self-care, 20% kids, 20% chores, 20% work, 20% like your husband, your friends, social life. It's all equal, right? It's all divided equally. Everyone gets equal parts of you, right? Wrong. That's not how balance works. In reality, it looks more like this. So like 47.2% goes to your kids, 33% work, 7.5% husband friends, 2.8% self-care, 9.4% chores. This is just a visual for you to take a look at what balance actually looks like. It's not even a math problem, right? Balance is doing what matters the most to you at the right time. Now, doing too many of the wrong things at the wrong time will lead you to feeling imbalanced, will lead you to that feeling of overwhelm and burnout, right? So let's take the pressure off of you. Let's talk about a few habit strategies. We'll have a big action item at the end, but first and foremost, I think we need to change our mindset when it comes to balance, right? Let's take the pressure off of you. Okay. I love this quote from Denise Richards. She said, I think moms, single or not, put a lot of pressure on ourselves trying to balance it all. It's never going to be perfectly balanced. It just won't. So the sooner you know this, the sooner you can relieve some of that pressure you put on yourself. You know, I had a boss tell me years ago, sometimes your family wins, sometimes your work wins. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I was like, well, I don't want anyone to lose in this situation. But it's not necessarily one wins over the other. It's just what is a priority to you first and foremost, and how can you make that pie chart, like we just said, balanced for you in those correct proportions, not necessarily evenly, but in the correct proportions for you and what that feels like. So 3 steps we want to talk about today. Step 1, find confidence and lose mom guilt around your decisions. Okay, so set some boundaries and ask for help. So, for example, you are under pressure to meet a deadline at work. You are trying to get it done. You're going to have to stay after work, maybe about an hour after what you normally do. Oh my goodness, who's going to be there for your kids? Can you ask a friend to carpool? Can you ask your partner to pick them up? Can you ask a grandparent? If you can't make that happen, can you say to work, I have to pick up my children, but later on I can work on this after they go to bed, right? So set some boundaries. So in this case, it's one of those situations where you're like, okay, I'm not going to feel guilty because this is something I need to do for work. I'm going to ask for some help and set some boundaries. Or if you don't have that access to that help, saying, okay, when can I do this later? That makes sense for me and my family. Because I'm guessing most of you, when you look at your pie chart for boundaries or not boundaries, your balance, kids are probably, your family's probably the biggest thing on there. And they are the biggest priority. But sometimes maybe a piece of their pie just gets a little short, gets a little smaller, depending on what's going on for you professionally at the time. And that's okay. It's not like that piece of your professional piece of the pie is completely taking over. Now, if you feel like it is, that's when it's a little out of proportion. You need to reevaluate those priorities and how you can ask for help and do some boundaries around that, some boundary work. So lose the guilt around your decision and be confident about it, because this is going to lead to you feeling balanced, and that feels personal to you. Number 2, stay organized. Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you use a calendar or a planner? Does your family have a calendar? Are you reminding everyone of what's ahead of each week? I know I need to do better on this sometimes Sunday nights or even just the day before something's happening. I'm like, hey, babe, we got this going on. Children, you're going here. We're doing this. We need to make sure we're staying organized. So some type of system where everyone is organized as far as what's coming up, when that way it doesn't feel so chaotic. Everyone has a plan and be like, okay, so-and-so is going to take them. We're going to do this. I'm going to, bring my laptop to practice and watch my kiddo and maybe get a little work done while I'm there too. Stay organized. So always have a plan in place. Write it down. Have some type of way to write it down. We have to have something visual, right? Comment below if you have a calendar or wish your family had a calendar to kind of help keep yourselves organized. So my dad always buys like a yellow lab calendar because you know us, we have yellow labs every year and we use that as our family calendar. It's just like a basic calendar, but it's fun. And then step 3, disconnect. Disconnect from technology, schedule in some self-care and focus on what's important to you. We have such a hustle and bustle world where we're always connected to my email. I'm getting notifications on social media. Oh, I'm getting texts. I'm doing this. And that leads us to feel imbalanced because maybe we're trying to spend time with our family, but we have all these ding, 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 dings disconnecting us from what is most important to us right now. And that can cause you to feel imbalanced at times because you're trying to multitask. And make sure to stay tuned to the show because I will be having an episode drop very, very soon on the difference between habit stacking and multitasking. This is something we really need to address and talk about. Okay. So disconnect. Okay. So number 1, have confidence in your decisions, lose the mom guilt. Number 2, we talked about staying organized. And step 3, disconnect. Hey gang, cutting into this conversation real quick to share our amazing partner, Athletic Greens. So I started taking their AG1 because I wanted to optimize my health even more, but I was having a hard time making the habit of taking so many supplements. And as we talk about here all the time, if you aren't enjoying a habit, then simplify it. And AG1 was the answer for me. It's seriously like 9 health products in one. So AG1 has 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. It's a special blend of ingredients that supports your gut health, nervous system, immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, aging, just all the things. And what I really like about AG1 is that it's lifestyle friendly. So whether you eat paleo, vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, it can fit your lifestyle. And I love that it contains less than 1 gram of sugar and still tastes amazing. It tastes super fresh and not earthy like other nutritional drinks I've tried in the past. So drinking AG1 every day has been a major keystone habit in my health. I have stacked it onto my already established morning habits consistently over the past month, and it has helped me so much with my energy levels. It's helped with my recovery from my workouts and even my digestion. It's so much easier than trying to take a bunch of supplements. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's seriously it. So if you're wanting to give this super simple, convenient daily nutrition a try, Athletic Greens has made this very simple for you. They're going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs, which I never traveled without now myself, with your first purchase of AG1. And y'all, it comes in the cutest canister to store your powder in and a bottle to easily measure out your water with a scoop. You'll love it. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/self-transformed. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/self-transformed to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. I can't wait to hear how you love your AG1 too. Let's get back to the show. Okay, those 3 things, when you do it, balance just isn't something that you do, okay? But when you do these things, it's something that's going to allow you to feel balanced, okay? Whatever that means for you. I mean, some folks, they thrive off doing all these things, but some folks may need, but I need a little more downtime. I need to reevaluate my priorities. I'm in a new season of life. My priorities have changed. I need to reevaluate what balance looks like in this season of life. It's what you feel. It's not necessarily just what you do. It's what you feel. Okay. Drop a heart emoji below if you relate to that. Balance isn't just something that you do. It's something that you feel. And I love this quote from Tina Fey. She said, I think every working mom probably feels the same thing. You go through big chunks of time where you're just thinking, this is impossible. Oh, this is impossible. I have felt that way too, friends. And then you just keep going, and you sort of do the impossible. Because we are freaking amazing and we can handle it, but we can only handle it to a point where that burnout and overwhelm happens and we feel that imbalance. So remember that pie chart that we talked at the beginning. And it's not just about equal proportions. That pie chart, those pieces of the pie, they're going to change shapes and sizes as you go through week by week, day by day, season by season. But there's a couple of habit hacks I want to share with you to help you reevaluate what balance looks like for you. Okay. So we talked about, the basic steps. This is an actual habit hack in action you can do. So I want you to spend some time writing down your definition of balance. Okay. Actually write it down. Number 2, then make a what matters most list. Okay. What matters most? What are your top priorities? Spending time with God, your husband, your kids, self-care, is working out, eating healthy, spending time with friends, reading. What are your top priorities in your life that help you feel balanced from the inside out? What matters most, not just like a to-do list, but what matters most. Okay. When looking at all this, think of what are your fixed and flexible priorities. So what are some fixed priorities? Well, my kids are always going to be a fixed priority, right? My husband's always going to be a fixed priority. What are some flexible ones? Like your work, you're in a different season. I used to be really busy years ago in February, like end of January into February, I was just bananas at work. And that was a flexible priority because that time of year I was a little busier. That pie changed sizes and those proportions. But then after that was over, then my family got more of me. Okay. Not necessarily saying they didn't get any of me. It's just those sizes of those pies were different. So use the habit inventory worksheet. It's one of the freebies that I always have. You can find it at bit.ly/habit inventory. I'll include a link in the comments here for you too. You're able to go through and see where your time wasters are during the day and see what's helping you not feel balanced. I'm guessing maybe a lot of it's social media scrolling because that's always one of the first things we find in our programming. And then check in every month. Go through this process again, check in every month and see how it's doing. And a bonus tip, you can try something called the 25-4 rule. So make calendar changes in your schedule 25% each week for 4 weeks. Okay. When we do a bunch of new things at once, that feels overwhelming. And sometimes we won't be able to achieve that success. We're looking for that balance. But if you implement small little habit changes over time, that's where a massive transformation happens. Okay. So if you're watching this on your phone, screenshot this, or pick up your phone if you're watching it on your desktop, screenshot this screen or go back if you are watching the replay and let me know if this makes sense to you. Okay. So you're just going to go through these steps. It's evaluating what's working and what's not. A lot of times we just feel like things aren't working, but we're actually not doing the work to see how we can resolve that. And I'm a big fan of finding out that data about yourself and then using the habit strategies that we teach to help make that massive transformation in your life, team. So leading up to your free gift here, I'm so excited. So next round of Self-Transform You starts March 21st. Super excited. So it's now open for enrollment. You can sign up now as of today. What this program is, if you're like, what is Self-Transform You? It is my signature 4-week program where you're going to create a consistent health, food, and fitness habits. You're going to create all of these in just 4 weeks. So you're making a customized plan for yourself, and it's all sustainable and customized, backed by proven habit strategy. Okay. We all know, oh, I need to eat healthier. Oh, I need to work out. But a lot of times we're facing some of these things. So these are things that I have said, I've heard clients say. So I'm always tired of starting and stopping my healthy commitments. I wish I had a sustainable health plan that wasn't super extreme or really hard. I wish I had healthy habits that I didn't have to think of. They were just routine. I want my family to get the best of me, and I feel bad and tired, right? You feel guilty. You feel like a failure for giving up on your Monday goals by the end of the week. I'm so guilty. I always used to start stuff on a Monday and never finish it by the end of the week. I wish I could stop emotional eating. I wish I liked working out or just had time for it. If you've ever said any of these things to yourself out loud or just in your head, then I want to invite you to join us for Self Transform You. So it's 4 weeks long. I only have 10 spots available each month. You'll have lifetime access to the course. Any updates you will always get as well to STU as well, which is super exciting. So there's downloads included in there, including a journal to do your homework. You go at your own pace, so it's very not overwhelming. Sometimes I've bought courses or invested in a program and I'm like, this is great, but there's too much. And I feel overwhelmed and I don't do anything, like analysis paralysis. That's not like this. So each week we'll go through one by one together. You'll have a one-on-one habit hacking call with me, 30 minutes to kind of just customize what you're going to be doing and check in to see what's working and what's not. And you'll get weekly texts from me as well to help you stay even more accountable. So the weekly topics. So week 1, we talk about habit strategy and mindset 101. We go through my taco method. Then we go through my 3-step food freedom plan to lose that diet mentality. Week 3, we talk about working out for joy, not punishment. In week 4, we talk about what to do when you lose motivation, your next steps in your transformation. We're going to add some guac at the end. Guac is free. So gang, pretty much what we do is each week we talk about these things, but we add habit strategy into everything. That way you're able to have a plan that's sustainable. You can go through STU again at the end of the program or in a different season of your life and go through and get that data about yourself. So one of my OG STU clients, Felice, she had said she's back to doing her daily gratitude. She's much more mindful of how she's eating. She's lost some weight, establishing healthy habits in her life that she'll take with her on her journey, which I love so much. So gang, if you're interested in joining us, you can go to selftransformyou.com, reserve your spot. There's a payment plan available, and here is your free gift. I'm so excited. So when you register for Self Transform You, you will automatically get my mini course, the Habits That Stick Starter Kit. It is now grouped in and included within Self Transform You. So make sure you sign up before. You can sign up now and start March 21st for Self Transform You, but you can sign up now and get the Habits That Stick Starter Kit right now and go through that. So what this mini kit is, it's going to give you a 3-step simple habit strategy to figure out how to incorporate new healthy habits into your life. It's going to leave you feeling super duper empowered. And then when you start STU, we'll touch on it briefly and dig even deeper into specifically eating, movement. When you lose motivation, what's your mindset look like? Okay. So the Habits That Stick Starter Kit, it's $197 value, but I'm including it for free this time in STU. Okay. So the price will go up the next round in April for Self Transform You, because I decided I'm going to include the Habits That Stick Starter Kit in Self Transform You for the end of time. So if you want to be in on that, make sure you sign up for the March 21st round. That way you get the Habits That Stick Starter Kit like for free. Okay. So if you're still not sure, we can hop on a habit hacking strategy call together. This is just a 30-minute call. We include this within STU. A lot of folks add on an extra one as well, because they like to do it at the beginning of STU and then at the end. That way they feel like they have a plan moving into life after they go through the course. But it's just a 30-minute call to help you take action in those habits. So again, drop your favorite emoji below if you are ready to transform. Take a screenshot again right here of these habit hacks to help you find balance in your life. These are some actual habit hacks that will work. We just have to sometimes sit back and reevaluate and find out what's working and what's not. You know when you feel balanced and you know when you don't. And I know these tips are going to help you take that action step. Okay. So let's stay connected. I went over a few minutes. That's okay. We had a little chitty chat at the beginning. So come follow me on Instagram at EmilyNichols22 and keep listening to the Self Transform podcast for further inspiration. Every Thursday, I have a habit hack episode, as quick, down and dirty tip to help you get ready. And we have some amazing guests coming up on the show, including a fitness series where I have some really exciting folks coming on to talk all things joyful movement. So gang, thank you so much for joining us, and always feel free to invite a friend to the Self Transform community. Look for a poll to go up as well in the next couple of weeks to vote on what you would like to talk about next month in April for our monthly free mini workshop together. So gang, thank you so much. Send you all lots of love, and I'll see you all within Self Transform You. I'll include a couple links below for some of the things I mentioned today, but also feel free to DM me or with any questions that you have. All right, friend, take care. Hey girl, real quick, before you go, if you love today's show and know your girlfriends need to hear this message too, then grab a screenshot, post it to your Instagram stories, and tag me at EmilyNichols22, because the more mamas out there hearing this message, the more empowered we'll all feel to take care of ourselves so we can pour from a full cup. Or the number one way you can thank me for this podcast is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way, more mamas will find the show here too. Love you and appreciate you, girlfriends. See you next time.